Welcome to my channel, Say Guide Academy, and today we are going to deal with a very important topic, that is SA 240 fraud risk factors, or rather we can say fraud triangle. It is very important. Imagine you are auditing a company and that has been making losses for the last 2 years. Suddenly this year it reports record profits. Everything looks perfect on paper, but something feels unusual. As an auditor, should you simply accept the financial statements? No. This is where SA 240 introduces one of the most important concepts in auditing, the fraud triangle. The fraud triangle explains that fraud generally occurs when three conditions exist together: incentive or pressure, opportunity, and rationalization. Let's understand each one of them. Incentive or pressure. Why would someone commit fraud? This is the reason of pressure that motivates a person to commit fraud. The pressure may be financial difficulties, heavy personal debt, pressure to achieve profit targets, fear of losing a job, desire to obtain bonuses linked to profits, pressure from lenders or investors. Let's take an example. Suppose the CEO will receive rupees 2 crore performance bonus only if the company profit exceeds 100 crores. At the end, actual profit is only 96 crores. Now the CEO faces enormous pressure to qualify for the bonus. Management makes record fake sales of rupees 4 crore before the year end. This pressure is the incentive. Second, opportunity. Can the fraud actually be committed? Even if a person has pressure, fraud is difficult without an opportunity. Opportunity usually arises because of weak internal controls. Examples include no segregation of duties, poor supervision, weak authorization procedures, senior management overriding controls, lack of independent review. Let's take an example. Suppose one employee receives cash, records transactions, deposits cash from the bank, and performs bank reconciliation. Since nobody checks the work, he can easily steal cash and manipulate the account records. The weak control system creates an opportunity. Third is rationalization. How does a fraudster justify the fraud? Most people do not think they are criminals. Instead, they justify the actions. Typical thoughts include: I am only borrowing the money, the company doesn't pay me fairly, everyone does this, I'll correct it next year, I'm saving the employees' jobs. These excuses allow the individual to commit fraud without feeling guilty. This is called rationalization. Auditor's responsibility under 240. SA 240, remember one important point: the fraud triangle does not prove fraud, it only indicates that the risk of fraud is higher. Whenever the auditor observes one or more fraud risk factors, the auditor must exercise greater professional skepticism, perform additional audit procedures, test journal entries and accounting estimates, verify revenue recognition carefully, evaluate whether management has overridden internal controls, obtain sufficient appropriate audit evidence before forming an opinion. A simple way to remember the fraud triangle is: pressure creates a desire, opportunity creates a chance, rationalization creates a justification. When all the three exist together, the possibility of fraud increases significantly, and the auditor must respond with enhanced audit procedures under SA 240. Thank you.